Bethany, thanks for joining us. So how exactly are these projects being prioritized?
Well, thank you for having me. We're looking at the READI program as a huge opportunity for the South Bend-Elkhart region. And really our priorities are focused on our regional economic development strategy that we presented to the IEDC at the end of last year. So that focused a lot on innovation and entrepreneurship, talent development and attraction, and quality of place, quality of life strategies. And what we mean by that is we're really looking at how do we drive more talent to want to stay in this region and get more talent to come to this region, leveraging those different strategies. So that's what we're looking at from a priorities perspective.
And there was a number of projects y'all included in your presentation, including parking structures along the Mishawaka River Walk, a technology lab at Notre Dame, a 1 gigabyte expansion of broadband in Bremen. So are those projects that y'all presented the ones being chosen from? Are all of them getting a piece of this, or how is that going to work?
Sure, great question. So actually those projects were to inform our overall plan. And so what the IEDC committed to working with us on as a financial partner is funding the plan that we presented overall. And so we will go through a process here within the region to an RFP process to request new projects, and the 170 ideas that were included we'll be able to resubmit. We'll be asking for more detail that meet a more updated criteria, as we now know that the funding that READI is being funded by is through the ARPA dollars from the federal level. So we have to adhere to certain criteria and guidelines that is mandated by the federal government.
So just to clarify, those projects were more of an idea of the kind of things y'all are looking towards. It won't necessarily be the things funded with this.
That's right, yes. We've definitely shared with our stakeholders and across the region that we are encouraged by the number of projects that were put forward, and we made no commitments that any that were included would be funded and any not included would not be funded. We will be looking to roll out that process in Q2, Q3 of this year is when we anticipate kind of opening up the RFP process and really honing in on those projects, and also keeping in mind that programs are a part of this as well, which makes it different from the original Regional Cities Initiative. So programmatic offerings can also be eligible for funding.
So that's when you're going to start taking proposals, but when can we expect this $50 million to start trickling through our area, and how much of an impact will this have?
It'll have a huge impact. We're actually, with the IEDC, they've contracted with Ernst & Young to do economic impact analysis and looking at the number of jobs created, the regional impact on our talent attraction efforts. And so we anticipate being able to have money out the door and into the community by the end of this year, at least in some form or fashion. And we're really working closely with the IEDC on this. And all of us are being educated on kind of the nuance that goes with these dollars. And we want to be sure before we put out an RFP process that it is the most clear and accessible process that we can have for the South Bend-Elkhart region.
All right, Bethany Hartley, she's the Chief Strategy Officer with the South Bend-Elkhart Regional Partnership. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.